let's think about this review. And yesterday we learned that if we are composing f with g of x, this is the same thing as f of g of x, right? But how do we find this f of g of x? Let's write this down here. First, write down f of x. Okay, this is equals, and what's f of x? Here. X minus 5. X minus 5. Now, erase the x. You will replace x by the function g of x. Okay, so erase x here as well, and you're going to have an empty box, right? This is empty. We're going to fill in the function g of x, and g of x is x squared. This is how we find f of g of x, or f compose g, by replacing x by the function g of x, which is equals, in this case, to x squared. The term that's missing is x squared. You are right, is x, but has an exponent, is x squared. So this is the whole thing that is the answer for the example. X squared is missing, minus 5. All right, does it make any sense? Do you think, I know it's a bit confusing because it's something new, it's a new topic, something maybe you've never seen before, but the step by step I think makes a little sense, right? If you follow the step by step, you have to replace x by the function, the function that we are composing, in this case function g, and then you find the right answer. Okay? Good? Can we move on? Good? Okay, moving on. Moving on, let's try to work more on this composition, and so we can understand this better. Have a look at this illustration. This is another way of showing how the composition works. If you have, and let me write down here, f composed with g of x, okay, then you're going to have f of g of x. It works like this illustration. You're going to plug in x first into g, the function g. So you're going to plug in, you're going to find out for x equals a number, a value. What's the value of g? So you find the value of g of x, and this will be fed to the next function, the function f. Then the function f will calculate a new value, a new number, or new expression, and will result in the f of g of x as an output. And I don't know if it make things more clear or if make things more confusing. You can give me a feedback. But this picture is an illustration on how the compose operation, the compose process works, how to compose functions. I don't know if it makes things better to understand, but maybe we can visualize this thing. Anyways, keep this picture in mind. We will apply the step by step to a few examples and then compare to understand. Okay. Now we will evaluate combining functions. And the first one is a regular one, a multiplication, okay? So the functions we're going to work with are f of x equals x minus 7 and h of x equals 2x cubed. The first example is a very simple, regular multiplication. This is not, we're not composing, okay? The first one is just a multiplication. F times h of 3. And the multiplication, you're just going to do like that. You will plug in x equals 3 into f. You're going to plug in x equals 3 into h. And find the answers, find the results. Make sense? What is f of x? F of x equals x minus 7. So x is 3, 3 minus 7. And this is, remember, this is f. Right? Now, what is h? H of x. H of x equals 2 times x cubed. So times 2 times x is 3 cubed. Remember, this is h, right? This side here is h. Now you just need to calculate. You can use the calculator if you're not confident, but or you can do by head, but if you're not confident, use the calculator. 3 minus 7, 4. Negative 4, I mean, negative 4. And 2 times 3 cubed. 3 cubed is 27. 27 times 2, 54. And negative 4 times 54, negative 260. Right? That is the answer for, in this case, very simple multiplication, right? Now let's try a composition. Composition is going to be different. Now we're going to work on the letter C. Letter C is h composed with f of 2. And this is equals to h of f of 2. Okay? Well, the first thing we're going to do is to find f of x equals 2. So f is x minus 7. We need to find f of x equals 2. F is x minus 7. X is 2 minus 7 equals negative 5. Now plug in the result, negative 5, into the function h. Right? Because h is h of negative 5 equals. And h, you can remember here, is 2 times x cubed. 2 times negative 5 cubed. Type in your calculator, you're going to find the results. Negative 250. This is the answer, negative 250. Now, yes, that's it. Check the difference between working with a regular operation, that's a multiplication on letter A. This is just a regular multiplication. And then the difference of working with composition. The biggest difference is, in composition, you first find the result for f of x equals 2. This number here, plugging into f. And then you're going to feed, you're going to find the answer and plug this number, this result, into the next function, h. Okay? Now, tell me if you have any questions. Real quick. This is just a warm-up for the quiz. Now we can work on our quiz. And we understand that if it takes 30 minutes to dig 30 holes, Each man will dig one hole in 30 minutes. At the end, you're gonna have 30 holes. So how many minutes does it take? One man to dig one hole? Yes, each man will take 30 minutes. And one is the tricky answer, is if you fall for the trick. The right answer is 30 minutes. All right, thank you all. Now let's move to our quiz. This is a warm-up, a preparation to work on the quiz. The quiz today is, refer to the functions defined below. The functions we will work today are those: m of x, n of x, r of x, and p of x, okay? Those are the functions we're gonna work on all the questions. We have regular operations that we need to perform, like addition, subtraction, multiplication, division. That's easy. And we have the compositions, the new thing that's a bit confusing yet. So let's try first a regular one, a regular multiplication. Letter A. Letter A, we will multiply m of 0 times r of 0. Okay, we just plug in x equals 0 into each function, and the function m is x cubed. So 0 cubed times the function r is square root of x plus 4. So multiply here by square root of 0 plus 4. Then you're going to have as a result 0 times 2 equals 0. Nice? Simple, easy, very simple multiplication. The other situation you're going to find is the composition. The composition is the new thing, the new operation we can work. And this is slightly different. Check this out. R composed with n of 3. So we're going to find R of n of 3. The first thing to do is to calculate n of 3. Okay? N of 3 equals. What is the function n? Check on the first line here. N of x equals x minus 3. That means if x equals 3, 3 minus 3. And 3 minus 3 equals 0. Now you're going to plug in 0 into the function r. Okay? The result you're going to feed into the function r. R of 0. And just to check, function r is square root of x plus 4. Square root of 0 plus 4 equals square root of 4 equals 2. That's it. This is the answer. Okay, now give me 1 minute. Try to work by yourselves on the other questions. And after this 1 minute, I will check attendance. We can work together again.